So we this morning are just going to speak about the evolution of Pickleball Canada. The mission of Pickleball Canada is to develop and sustain a dynamic, integrated Canadian system that promotes participation, competition, and excellence in pickleball. So we have experienced a high amount of growth as an organization in the last 2 years, and we have realized that this incredible growth requires us to adapt our structure and planning to keep up and to continue to provide leadership. So you'll see on the board there our membership, what it's done over the last few years. In 2022, we had 37,180 members. Actually, just to back it up just for a second, in 2015 we had less than 2,000. So 2023 we were at 63,379. In 2024, 79,865. Well, actually, we're very pleased to report that the numbers on the screen are already out of date because last week, Pickleball Canada passed 80,000 members. So we're pretty excited about that. So incredibly, that means that we have more than doubled our membership since 2022. Now, as far as our events go, Pickleball Canada hit major milestones of participants in the last year for our major events. Our Western Regional Championships, which took place in Vernon, BC, we had 627 players. Our Atlantic Regional Championship in Moncton, New Brunswick, we had 492 players. Our Central Regional Championship in Quebec was 120 players. Our National Championship that we just held in August of this year in Halifax had 820 players. Now, more members also equates to more players in each of our hosted events, and we've enjoyed a very successful championship season in 2024. Our plan for 2025 includes a shift from regional competitions to Pickleball Canada supporting our provincial tournaments. So we're also working to, just a minute here, we're working to include our provincial champions to go from our provincial tournament to our national tournament. So we hope that that will grow our participation at provincial championships at all levels and ages as well. So now I'm going to turn things over to Barry, and he is going to highlight how our growth has affected our planning and our vision for the future. Go ahead, Barry.
Thanks, Val. And it's pretty normal to us, but I'll just point out that in case anyone's wondering, those members are paid members. So they've all paid registration fees to us. And with that, bring a lot of responsibility to our membership in our planning. Over the last year, our board and our staff have been working to update all of our planning documents. This included a collaborative process with those provincial groups that I mentioned in my earlier presentation. So working across a full country, we span the width of North America, and it's a big challenge. So, but we're happy to report that the board of directors of Pickleball Canada passed a new strategic plan through 2028 at our August meetings, and now we are working to build out budgets and operational plans off of that. So exciting time for us. The support of our members is a huge focus for us moving forward. Despite our growth, we're really still in what I would call an emerging sport section of our lifespan, and that comes with some challenges for us. Our clubs and provincial groups are also evolving at the same time as they grow, and our facilities are stretched to accommodate these members and all the play that comes with them, because people don't just register for pickleball, they want to play pickleball. And then our youth programming and increased participation at the adult level will continue to provide challenges in that area. So that's going to be a major focus for us as we transition into greater and greater numbers. We don't really see it slowing down in the near future, and we have to be ready for it. We've also made a concerted effort to organize our committee structure into work groups and task teams that deliver programming. our anticipated outcome from this is a bit of a reduction in political groups and more of a worker bee type of situation. As we were growing, we had a certain need to have committees do certain functions. There's some limitations to that committee structure, and people have to get to work now and deliver, because we've got more people and more programs as a result to run, and so there's a lot more work to be done. It's a major shift for us, and one of the key factors of it is identifying the leaders to take key areas and move them forward. So we're in that process of appointing our major work groups, and that'll be in place by the end of this month. And then we're looking forward to 2025, where those groups will hit the ground running and take us into what we think will be a positive future. Another hurdle that we face, or another issue that we face, is just working with this large membership in our provincial groups. And we're very fortunate. My predecessors, the volunteers who built our organization, they managed to get in place a registration system, an electronic registration system that takes payment. So all payments when a player registers with Pickleball Canada are made to us. Our system then filters payments down to the provincial level and to the local club level. And all of our clubs use this system. So it's a great key. I know coming from other sports, it's really the envy of a lot of sports to have that type of structure, and we are proud of it, and we're very protective of it as well in keeping it as a useful tool. So we're constantly working on that and developing it. And then finally, with our structure of our board, and this is something to keep in mind as your organizations grow, the growth to our size today has necessitated an adjustment from an operational board to a governance or a policy board at the national level. And we've got a governance committee in place to carry out that task. It's happening now. Meetings just happened in the last 2 weeks with all of our provinces. And that's a key point that we wanted to highlight, because it's not easy. You know, you change anything. It's been mentioned a few times today how difficult change is. But when you're existing a certain way for a while, and the board's doing all the work and they can handle it, but then you shift to setting an operational group in place, it's something to keep in mind as an organization. And you know, I know we would love to go back 5 years and set up even sooner for this. That's just our lessons, and we're working through the challenge now to make that happen. But it's definitely, as we all grow around the world, it's something that I'm sure every organization will face, and we're trying to meet that head on. So like anything that we've presented here, we're happy to share our learnings. We don't want you to have to learn the tough lessons on your own if we can avoid that. And we're happy to give you any information from what we've experienced. Just reach out to Val or I, and we'll be happy to provide that.
Thank you.